So here we are sitting in the downtown Grand Las Vegas. The downtown Grand Las Vegas actually sits in between Stewart and Ogden streets. What many people don't know is that Stewart and Ogden were both very important, prominent Nevada historical figures from the 1860s. And what even fewer people know is they were both foodies. Stewart and Ogden were buddies, and they had a bond over their love of food.
Now, Archibald was a traditionalist. He liked steak. Plain steak. A little salt, little pepper. No exotic sauces, no exotic sides.
He liked his prime rib. He liked his steak and eggs. He liked it the same. He liked it consistent. He never wanted change. He never wanted to leave his comfort zone.
Now, Peter Skeen Ogden was a brigade commander in the Hudson Bay Company, a traveler, an explorer, a man who looked for interesting experiences and new things that he could bring and share with the world.
As a matter of fact, Ogden would have food brought to him from California on the train and even via a wagon. And he actually had his own garden as well.
Now, in his travels around the world, Ogden had become kind of a food connoisseur. He liked new flavors. He liked the idea of taking Asian flavors and bringing them with Western cuisine.
Ogden was more into the presentation of his food. He liked to experiment with the presentation. He liked to try unique ingredients. So both Stewart and Ogden would actually have debates about what a perfect restaurant would have.
A week later or so, Stewart starts writing in this journal, feverishly writing about all the things that made his food better and made traditional food the right food to eat in the West, and he sent this journal to Ogden on his travels. Now, Ogden, unable to control himself, read this menu and started making comments on the margins. This is boring. Why don't we do this? How about this sauce? Have you tried a squash blossom? And he sent it back, and this went on for a while.
And one day they decided, let's collaborate and let's create this restaurant together. So they kept a journal for the course of many years, and they would have fireside chats and write in this journal the ingredients and recipes and potentially a menu for their restaurant.
Now, Helen Stewart, she keeps this journal. She puts it in her hope chest. And that hope chest was buried on her homestead, which is actually under where the Lady Luck is today. And as we were developing the site, we came across this hope chest and came across this journal, and we realized how interesting this argument was, because it's the same kind of argument we're having today. Do you make a restaurant for the traditional, a restaurant that plays to individuals who've been coming to downtown for generations? Or do you take an opportunity to do something a little more avant-garde and play towards the new groups that are coming downtown? And what we realized was that we could do both. We could continue the traditions of this 150-year-old argument about food, that Stewart and Ogden could both live on in the way that we presented the food.
So we decided it was a perfect opportunity to create a restaurant based on the journal, where one side of the menu was Stewart's meat and potato and staples, and the other side of the menu was Ogden's more eccentric, interesting food. And hence, that's the foundation of Stewart and Ogden Diner Bistro. So we're really proud here at the downtown Grand Las Vegas to be able to see Stewart and Ogden's dream actually become a reality.